So my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. My screen is not visible for me itself because of the less brightness. So let us go today, defect life cycle. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you mean by life cycle, first of all? A
Life
person,
cycle.
a person, he will born from that
Yeah.
phase to he will go to his adult age. Later, he will marry. Later, he will go to uh, elder age. Later, he will die. This is the lifespan of a human being, right?
Right.
Yeah. So similarly, first of all, okay. Oh, you have attended many classes. So let me know what do you mean by defect? Can you tell what do you mean by defect?
The defects basically is the deviated behavior of a software
Yes.
from what is expected to what
Yes.
actually it
Yes.
behaves.
Yes. Very good. So basically, if a feature is not working, okay. Let us take this is a pencil, right? So it is not
Mm-hmm.
working. This is a feature. If it is not working, then it is a defect.
Right.
So if a feature is not working, sir, how can you tell that it is not working? So if
We
a
have to
feature is
look
not
through the
working,
we look through
accord,
the requirement
yes,
document.
yes. So according to the customer requirement, got it? So according to the customer requirement, if my software is not working, then we will call it as a defect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I tell, see, when I can find the defect means when the software is ready. See, this Paint app is ready, right? This Paint app is ready. So I am doing the manual testing. I'm clicking here, I'm clicking here, I'm clicking here, I'm checking this. What is this? What is this? What is this? So once the software is ready, then only you can go for the testing. Without software, you can't do the testing. Basically, manual testing.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? So
Right.
when you found one of the defect, let us consider this is a paint, right? Fill. Okay. The fill feature is not working. See, fill feature is what? Just coloring the border. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever color, the color filling option is what my fill feature is the will do. So what I'll do, I will just click on here. It is not working. Consider it is not working. So it is defect. What I will do, always I should communicate defect to whom? Got it. Always I should communicate defect to developer
Right.
because as a test engineer, we don't know the code.
What the code is. Yeah.
Got it. So we are never try to learn the code. We don't want to learn the code because coding is very hard. Okay. So what we'll do, we will not fix any defect. What we'll do, we'll communicate a developer, there is a defect. We'll communicate the defect to the developer. How will you communicate? Hey developer, there is a defect. This fill feature is not working. If you tell, if you communicate like this, he will tell or he will ignore our words. What he will do? He will just ignore our words. If you escalate this, still he will ignore. If you communicate the same thing in the meeting, he will ignore. Why, sir? Because there is a standard procedure to maintain or manage the defect. Got it? So, what is that procedure or what are the process like life cycle of a man or life cycle of a human? How it is there, stage
Mm-hmm.
1, stage 2, stage 3. Similarly, for defect also there are many stages. So that stage is what we'll call it as a defect life cycle. So as a test engineer, you must know this concept or else you can't survive in the company. Very, very important concept. Okay. And around 40 to 50% of interview questions you will get from our defect life cycle itself. So
Okay.
let us see step by step. So you know what do you mean by defect? Deviation of the software from the customer requirement, or the software behavior is not up to the mark, or software behavior is not according to the customer requirement. This is the defect. Yeah, correct. So how will you communicate this defect to developer? So before that, let us learn what and all details we have to uh, get, and we have to learn later, we have to communicate to the developer. So first thing, for each and every defect, there is something called as severity, and there is something called as priority. For each and every defect, we should give one severity and one priority. Got it?
Yes.
So severities are four types. Severities are four types. One is one is blocker. I think Shivu sir used this word, right?
No, we hadn't
Blocker.
done the
Hmm?
severity yet.
Is not used.
No, we
Okay.
hadn't done the severity
Oh,
yet.
okay, okay, okay. No, I mean blocker. Did he use this word blocker? Defect is a
Mhm.
blocker.
Yes.
Yes. So let us see what is that blocker. Okay. So blocker, critical, major, and we have something called as minor. These are the four types of severities. If you go to any company in this world, you can see only these four types of severities only. And there are the priorities. There are priority one. Okay. Or we will call it as a P1. What we'll call? We'll call P1. P1 means high, high priority. What is this? Let us see. Next up, P2. It means medium.
Okay.
Next,
Intermediate.
P3 is a low. So in a company, they will tell what is the priority. Developer will ask, low test engineer, anyhow you found a defect. So what is the priority of the defect? Sir, I know defect, sir, but what is this priority, sir? Yes, let us see one by one. So blocker, critical, major, minor. Let us see severities. Once after severities is done, let us go for the priorities. So till here you are clear with the concept.
Yes.
So for every defect, you should give or you should assign one severity and one priority.
Priority.
So every defect should have one severity and one priority. Multiple severities, multiple priorities will not be there. If you are telling multiple severities are blocker and critical, then you don't know the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Every defect will be having any one of the severity and any one of the priority. Got it?
Yes.
So yeah, good. So let us see what do you mean by blocker.
It would be
Okay.
a defect which actually blocks the entire functionality of the software. For example, the very first page, if I have to log in
Hmm.
and I'm not able to log in, which basically means I cannot even start working on the software.
Yes. So let us assume there is a defect present in the software. Okay. There is a defect present in the software. The defect will not allow the test engineer to test the further assigned modules, and test engineer is completely blocked.
Uh, yeah, unable
Got
to
it?
access the system.
So completely blocked to do his further testing. Got it? So this is what we'll call it as a blocker. So
Mm-hmm.
for example, as you said, sir, there is a login page, sir. There is a login page. In the login page, let us see. Just give me a second. There is a login page, sir. There is a username text field is there, password text field is there, login button is there, and cancel button is there. Yes or no? Any of the
Right.
pages will be having your username as a mail ID and your password, and there will be a button to click, and there will be a button to cancel. This is how we will do login. Am I correct?
Yes.
So, sir, this login button is not working, sir. So button is not able to press. So can I tell it as a defect? If a
Yep.
feature is not working, the login is not working. Login is a feature. Username text field is a feature. Password text field is a feature. Cancel button is a feature. Got it? So if a feature is not working, so then I will call it as a defect. Now let us assign the severity. Sir, since as a test engineer, let us take an example of an application. This is a Facebook. Okay. I think you know the Facebook app, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So in the Facebook app, what are the future feature I want to test is, let us take add friend. Okay. One of the feature is there add friend. So if I click on add friend, then you and I become a friends. Or I can send a request for you, your number or your account. So there is a button. So this button I have to test. So how can I test this button? Once I log in, then only I can go to friends, and from the friends, I can search your name, and later after searching your name, I can click on this add button. Yes or no?
Yes.
So I entered the username password. I'm clicking on the login button. Button is not working. So since the button is not working, I'm not able to add you as my friend. This button, I can't go and I can't reach this particular button. Yes or no? So I
Yes.
am completely blocked here. So test engineer cannot test or he can't do further assigned modules. Further assigned modules he can't test. Is not allowed to test further assigned modules. He completely blocked where here itself. So this type of features we'll call it as a
Blocker.
type of defects is called as a blocker defect. Now, can you give one more example in the same example? I mean, the same diagram.
For blocker, you mean?
Yeah, for blocker only because critical, major, minor you don't know. I have to teach, na
If I'm unable to create a user word.
user text field. You are not able to enter the values.
Yeah.
It means, sir, my username is ABCD, sir, and my password is XYZ.
If I'm unable to put in the
But
credentials
yes,
required. Yeah.
so that specifically you should use a industrial word. Sir, username is disabled. Got it? The text field is disabled.
Mm-hmm.
So this particular thing, whatever you are seeing, whatever you will enter, no, that is a text field. So the text field name is username. So username text field is disabled. So I am not able to enter my inputs. Definitely it is a defect. Yes or no? So
Obviously,
what?
because I cannot
So
log into the
yeah.
page.
So I can't log in this. So this is also a defect because I'm not able to log in. So how can I add the friend? Yeah, this is a blocker.
Mm-hmm.
So I have given the severity as a blocker. Very good. So can you tell one more example?
If the login button is not working,
Yeah, that
I
is
can
already
put the
done.
credentials, but I'm not able to click login.
Yeah, that is already done. Na? I told you. Can you tell one more?
Uh, how about the cancel? If the cancel text field is
Now,
disabled,
this is
I'm
not a
able.
text field. This is a button. Okay. This is a text field. Text field means we have to enter the inputs. Okay. Buttons means we have to click. See, this is a button. And this is a text field. See, I can type.
So it's actually the blocker will be for individually for each text field for username and password. So that's like it could be two blockers there.
Yeah, username is not working. Our password is not working. Both
Mm.
are defect. So, cancel is not working. You said yes or no?
Yes, I did say that too.
So, cancel is not working. You only think there is a logic. If the cancel button is not working, can I log into my application? This button is not working. But what I have done, I have entered valid credentials of A, username ABCD, properly entered, password XYZI, properly entered. I clicked on the login button. As soon as I click on the login button, I got a home page. In the home
But
page, I went
supposing
to
I
field.
if mistakenly I entered a wrong password and I wanted to change it and
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
cancel it and
So
re-enter
yes,
it.
yes, yes, very good. So let us come to that later. Now see, I entered, I logged in. There is a home page. I went to friends and I went to search Yadvinder name.
Mm-hmm.
Later, your name came. I clicked on the add button. Did I blocked anywhere? Did I blocked
No,
anywhere? No.
no.
Now let me give you conclusion. So cancel button is not working means I entered some values A, B, C, D. I entered. I want to clear this. How it is possible, sir, if cancel is not there? So text field is how it will looks, right? So A, B, C, D. I entered. If I want to cancel it, I can use the cancel button from my keyboard. Yes or no? See here,
Yes,
I'm canceling this. If it is in mobile, you can cancel as well.
right.
The cursor is there. This is the cursor. I can make a backward. So the cursor will remove that whatever the inputs you are entered. So
Mm-hmm.
cancel button, if it is not working, we will not call it as a blocker.
Okay.
So it is not a blocker. It will never be a blocker because
So that
because
would be
a
like the
test
minor
engineer.
one then.
No, let us see that later. Okay.
Okay.
So because of this defect, test engineer can still continue his testing. So he is not completely blocked anywhere. This is my
Okay.
concept. I'm telling you the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Any example you take, if I'm not able to test that particular feature or if I'm not able to test the further features which is assigned for me, if I'm not able to do that, then only I can call it as a blocker.
So
If
it would be three things here. Then the username is I'm unable to add
yes,
password
yes.
and then click on login button.
If any of these three fields is not working, then I can call it as a blocker. You only think
Okay.
yes or no.
Yes.
So if cancel is not working, it is not affecting my business. It is not affecting me to continue my testing. So
Got
that
you.
is what blocker. Got it? So if
Yes.
some feature is not working, that is not a blocker. If some
Mm-hmm.
feature is not working, that is affecting my further features as well. That is a blocker. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yep.
So now take the screenshot.
I did.
Did? Very good.
Yep.
So now let us go to the second example. Let us go to second example. Uh, let us think of, okay, let us take a very good example of WhatsApp. WhatsApp so daily we use. There is a chats, there is a status, and there is a calls. Yes or no?
Yes.
Same in US as well, right? In India,
Yep.
we will be seeing same thing. So there is something where if you click on charts, there will be a charts page that will open. If you click on status, all the status pages will open. I mean,
Hmm.
our friend status will open. And if I click on call, I can make the call. This is how it will work. So now the application the developers beautifully developed, I'm clicking on the chats. As soon as I clicking on the charts, the status page is open. What page is open? Status page is open. Okay, understood.
Hmm.
When I'm clicking on status, again, status page is open. Got it? When I'm clicking on calls, calls page is open. Got it? Understood?
Yes.
So when you click on charts, status page is open, but you can test the status. Got it? Whatever the
Hmm.
status I uploaded, you can see, or you uploaded, I can see, or somebody's user uploaded some video that I can see. Status is working fine. If I go to charts and if I test the status, status is working fine. And if I go to the status and I test the status, status is working fine. And calls is fine. I mean, if I click on calls, calls only opening, it's working fine. So is there any defect over here?
Yeah, but when you click on the chats, you should be actually able to send a message. You should be able to hold a conversation with the other person you are trying to talk. That's not for
Definitely.
the status page.
Chats, chats means chats page should open. It doesn't mean that such status page is open. Anyhow, I need to test the status as well. So let me test the status first. No, not like that. Okay, few people will do similar kind of mistakes. If you are clicking on chats, status is open, defect. Got it?
Yeah, you should be
Is
able, you should be testing the status on the
yeah,
status page, not on the
yes,
chats page.
yes, yes, very good. So this is a defect. And what is the severity for this defect? And why?
It is actually a blocker, the chats thing, because it's not letting you test the chats page.
Sir, if I'm clicking on chats, status only opening. So when I can test my chats, right? So I'm completely blocked here.
Yes.
Yes?
So the particular chats portion is a blocker. The
Yes. So
other two are fine.
yes. So other two features are working fine. So, sir, it is a blocker defect. Done. The severity is blocker. Done and dusted. Now,
Mm-hmm.
assume. Okay. Let me remove this. I'm just giving you a input such a way that you can analyze the scenario in a good way. If I'm clicking on calls, now, now see, charts page is opened. When you click on calls,
Mm-hmm.
what is open? Charts page is open.
So
Now
that
if
is
I'll
also a defect.
that is also a defect. What type of defect?
It's going to be a blocker because you should be able to place a call, not a chat.
So if you click on calls, calls should open, but charts are opening. But if I'm clicking on charts here, status is opening. So here, sir, I'm not blocked, sir, because charts is here. Anyhow, I can test here. Yes.
No, but you should be able to test the calls on calls feature, not the chats on calls. Chats should go on chats, calls should go on calls feature, and
But
status on
but but
status
but
feature.
very good. So, but the thing is, charts is there. Anyhow, I am clicking on calls. Chats page is opening. Normal WhatsApp chats is opening. Got it. So normal WhatsApp chats is opened. Got it. You can still you can do the text. You can do the chatting. Everything is possible. You are not blocked there. You can continue this. So there are some scenarios in the company. Okay. So analyze this. Obviously, this is a blocker. Blocker is for calls because I'm not able to test the calls, correct? You are understanding, right? Hello.
Yes.
So calls, there is no other fish. See, clicking on chat status is opening. Clicking on status, clicking on calls chats is opening. But how can I make the call? So I'm not able to make the call. This is a blocker. And as you said, or as we discussed, sir, I'm clicking on chats, it is showing a status. So I will take it as a blocker only. No. In a company, what will happen? Sometimes, developers while writing the integration code, okay, integration code, they might mismatch the code. Mismatched matlab from chats to calls, the integration is changed. Okay, you have to escalate this. You have to communicate this. You have to escalate this or you have to communicate this. But developer can't fix this immediately. That also we should keep in our mind because it may take at least 1 week to fix this defect. Got it? I'm just giving an example. So it is better since the charts is working, you can test the charts. You can test the charts because you are not blocked. But it is a defect. Which is the defect? Clicking on calls, opening the charts. That is a defect. But you can still can see the charts page and you can do the testing of the charts page. I can text message to Shivu sir. Shivu is testing me and I am texting to you. You are texting me. We have created the group and we have you know shared the meeting links. This and all working fine. Charts is working fine. But the thing is, in the calls they have added the charts. This is a defect. And this is also a defect. We should give the severity for this. No, Edwinder understanding.
Yeah, yeah.
So that severity let us see later. Now you understood the blocker. If the feature is completely blocked the test engineer to test the further assigned modules, then I can call it as a blocker. Why I have taken this example means you should not feel if this feature is not showing the same, that is a blocker. Don't think like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. If feature is not working, somewhere that feature is working, anyhow you can do the testing, but you should escalate this or you should communicate this because developer will not fix immediately. I think Shivu sir told developer job is to write the code. Very important. Once you write the code, you have to do some testing called as white box testing. Got it? Later he will
Mm-hmm.
develop and he will give the software for us. His duty is to develop the software, not to fix the defects every time. Okay. So maximum time he will be involved in writing the code and developing the software. So anyhow, this charts feature is working or not working, the feature is ready. Let us do the testing. Let him fix the other issues or let him write the code. It is very easy for him to do this, whatever the mismatch code happened. No, integration code is mismatched, right? So he can fix it whenever his availability time is available. Understood? Availability time for fixing a defect. Every time he can't fix the
So
defect. So
basically, what we are trying to do here is that the developer is working on his hand, fixing the code, and the tester is working on their end to test further. So both
yes,
the things are running
yes,
parallel,
yes,
you mean, right?
yes, yes. So
Okay.
both are running parallelly. As a blocker defect, if you find, you cannot continue the testing. It means you are blocked. But here the scenario is not like that. That is
Mm-hmm.
what I'm convincing you. Okay.
Got you. So
So
this would be
chats
then,
is there.
instead of a blocker, this is going to be critical.
Let us see that later. What is the
Okay.
next status or how it is. But it
Okay.
is a blocker when it comes to calls point of view. Calls is
Mm-hmm.
not working. It is a defect, definitely. And the severity will be. blocker. You understood this?
Yes.
Good. Now take the screenshot.
Yeah, I always take the screenshot side by side.
Okay. No, once I will write completely later if you take, no,
Mm.
then it
Yeah,
will
oh,
be
that's what
good.
I mean to say. Like, as soon, like, while you're done writing, I take it right then.
Okay, very good. So let us see the next thing. It
Mm-hmm.
is very, very easy and very important as well. So you are using Uber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uber application is there. As soon as you open the Uber application, it will ask you, I think US, India, let me take India, it is easy for me. Enter
Mm-hmm.
10-digit mobile number, okay, plus 91 automatically will come and there will
Mm-hmm.
be a text field. There will be a text field, okay.
Right.
So in India, there are 10 numbers, okay, 10
Mm-hmm.
digit numbers. So let us take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Mm.
If I enter 10 digit numbers and if I click on register button, one OTP will be generated and my account will be created in the Uber. Okay,
Right.
understood? So
Yeah.
this is a mobile number text field. So what I have done, I have entered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have entered nine, what is this? Alphabets, right?
Digits.
And digit,
9 digits.
yeah. So
Mm.
when I'm trying to enter the 10th one, it is not taking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The text field itself, whatever the text field, mobile number text field is there, it is designed only for this is a country code. So no need of worrying, sir. What is this? This is a country code. I think US is having +4 for a country code,
+1.
+1. Okay.
+4
So
for is for UK.
UK. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, correct. So let us take this as a mobile. So previous case, we have seen that, sir, the text field is not enabled in the login page. I
Mm-hmm.
only explained 10 minutes ago. So here, mobile number text field is enabled only. You can enter the details. But the thing is, in India, there is a 10-digit mobile number. Okay. But what I
Mm-hmm.
have done, I have entered a 9 digits and the 10th digit is not entering. Okay. So can I call it as a defect?
Yes, it is a defect.
And I can enter only 9 digits. 10th digit I'm not able to enter, and this is a defect. And the severity will be, what is the
A
severity?
blocker. Blocker.
Why blocker?
Because unless you enter the 10th digit, you cannot create the account. You cannot go further.
OTP will not generate. My next step, I can't go for my next step. OTP is not generated. I am not able to log in. If I'm not able to log in, I can't book my Uber. I can't go from here to somewhere. So
Right.
complete system is blocked. So this is a defect and the severity will be
Blocker.
blocker. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So now you got an idea, right?
Yes.
Okay, take the screenshot. I think you are not well. Done?
Yes.
Okay. So now let us see one more example. I think you got a concept already, but still let me give one more example to make you to
Yeah, sure.
understand. Okay. There is a amount, or let us take a bank application. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The bank application, there is a amount transfer button, amount transfer amount balance button. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
amount balance button. There is a transactions and something logout. Okay. So when user click on amount transfer button, what page should display?
It should give you the option to put in the digits, like what kind of money you want to transfer.
That is correct. So what page should display? Got it. What question I'm asking? Have you are you understanding? So see here, if I'm clicking on
Mm-hmm.
amount transfer, this is, let us take it as a button. Okay. This is one
Mm-hmm.
button. This is one button. So if I'm clicking on amount transfer button, which page should display? Always what button you will click, that page will display. Okay. Keep in your mind. So if I'm clicking on
Mm-hmm.
amount transfer page should display.
Yeah, the
Like
one that tells you the
yeah,
details, giving you the.
if I'm clicking on charts page, status page, yes or no?
Yeah.
Community page,
Mm-hmm.
settings page, same.
Right, right.
So if I'm clicking on amount transfer page should display. In
Mm-hmm.
amount transfer, there is okay, from account number text field is there, to account number text field is there. Okay,
Right.
I think you know that from account number means
Yes.
my account number,
Mm-hmm.
to account number means somebody else to whom you want to transfer the amount.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take that is it to account number. Next, there is a button, transfer button, right? And there is a cancel button. Okay. So now tell me, I can do the amount transfer from this page.
Yes.
Can I do? So what I'll do, I will enter from account number is a my account number. Okay. Let me take an example of 123. Okay. Let me take
Right.
two account number is your account number
Mm-hmm.
456. Okay.
Right.
I'm clicking on transfer. So as soon I click on transfer, what is the next action?
It should give
What
me the box to put in the amount.
that is not a box, that is the text field. Okay.
Yeah, the text field.
Yeah. So amount transfer page always should have something called as amount text field. What should we have? We should have amount text field must be
Mm-hmm.
present here. Okay. If the amount text field only not present in the page, see this is not here. I can't launch my application to customer. Customer can enter from account number to account number transfer. What here you want to transfer? You want to transfer amount? No. You want to
Right.
transfer money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So amount only not mentioned means this amount text field only not developed by the developer means not there actually.
So
If it
we
is
can,
not
yeah,
there
we
means
cannot go further.
we cannot transfer the amount. Since we are
Mm-hmm.
not able to transfer the amount, can I check my transactions?
No,
Can I check amount balance?
no.
Got it. So here also I am blocked. Here also I am blocked. Same way, sir. Cancel button is not working, sir. Cancel button is not working. Let me log out, log in from account number to account number transfer. Amount, anyhow it will go. But very important field is what? Amount field.
Amount.
Sir, then from account number is important, obviously important. To account number is obviously important. Transfer button is also important. Similarly, if some features are missing, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling the same thing. Okay, listen. If some feature is missing and that feature is very important, entire system is depending upon that particular text field only, that particular system only. If that particular thing is missed, again, that is a defect, and the severity will be what? What is the severity?
Blocker.
Got it. So this type of scenario also you can face in your company. This is one of the example. I think example number three, right? Three or four.
Yes.
Okay.
And then three, one was Facebook, second was WhatsApp, third is banking app.
Okay. Good. And Ola? Ola is there, no?
Uber. Yeah, Uber.
Yeah, Uber, sorry.
Mm.
Actually, in India, we'll use Ola, similar
Okay.
kind of Uber app.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Done. Took the
Yep.
screenshot? Yes, good. So
Yes.
now developer forgot to develop he developed the amount text field also. Okay. What is done? Is developed the amount text field also, but he forgot to develop the button only, transfer button only he forgot to develop. Got it? So that is
Yes.
again defect. Understood? Huh?
Yep.
So I think you got a complete idea on a blocker, right?
Yes.
What if you take this screenshot? Once it is done, let me know.
Yeah,
This
I did
screenshot,
take it.
good. So let me tell you one more thing. So let me delete this. When user click on amount transfer page is displayed. Page is displayed, nothing is there. Got it?
Hmm.
Again, it is a defect, and the
Yeah.
severity will be blocker.
Yes. Because
Understood?
there's
Huh?
nothing to enter in there. How
Yes,
can I
yes,
test anything?
yeah, yes, very good. So now let us see one more example, a final example. Fourth one, right? Or fifth or sixth. Let me take fifth
Yeah,
or
fifth
sixth.
one.
Oh, so you are using a iPhone or Android phone.
Android.
Very
I'm not
good,
an iPhone fan.
very good. So I think Samsung S24 Ultra you are using.
Yes.
See how I will tell because in Android that is a advanced version of the phone. So you want to install a APK file. APK file means Android package kit. Okay.
Yes.
So APK file means any file, any WhatsApp, anything you take in your mobile, that is a APK file. So if you want to install a APK of Spotify, Spotify is the application to listen music, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what you have done, you went to Play Store, you click on download button. Okay. There is a loading. Once app is downloading, no, some loading will come like this.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So it is showing loading only. You are waited. It is still loading. You thought your internet is a issue. Got it. Again, you
Mm-hmm.
turned off internet or turned on or you whatever the Wi-Fi connection you have done. So many things you have changed. And your
Right.
friend also turned on the hotspot. You are trying to download.
Mm-hmm.
Is not downloaded because some issue there in the file. File is not able to download. Got it?
Yes.
Or scenario, you have installed the software. It is installed. Downloading is done 100% came. There is an app present in your mobile, Spotify, like this. I think something like this. Spotify logo is
Mm-hmm.
there. You are clicking
Yes.
on the logo. You are pressing on that. It is not working. Got it?
Mm.
Sometimes if the issue is there is a issue while installing, these things will happen. So this is also a defect, and the severity will be what?
Blocker.
Blocker, because I'm not able to listen to the music.
Mm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So this is blocker defect. I will give you assignment. Okay.
Okay.
Write 5 blocker defects and share that in the group. Okay. I will see
Five.
that. Five
Okay.
blocker defects with the examples like how I have written now. Similar kind of examples you take your own
Okay.
application and write and submit in the group.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. Let us pause the class here.
And tomorrow,
Okay.
same time or
Tomorrow
what time?
same time.
Okay.
Definitely tomorrow same time. If any changes, I will update you. Okay.
Okay. No problem.
Yes.